brulee. It's what's for dessert on the menu of dozens of hundreds of thousands of fancy bistros and restaurants. We even have it at our restaurant. This is a slightly modified version of our recipe that you're gonna make at home now next time you have friends over or family over and you wanna finish the dinner with a restaurant quality dessert. Something a little better than the Entenmann's display at the end of the aisle. I'm Executive Chef James MacInnis, and today I'm going to show you how to do that with 4 simple ingredients: egg, vanilla, sugar, and cream.
Start off by putting some cream in your pot and then adding some vanilla to it. You can use whole vanilla. I chose to use liquid vanilla extract. Put your pot on the stove, medium heat. Bring it to a scald, which is just below a boil. You want to scald it roughly 97 degrees Celsius or 205 degrees Fahrenheit. Crack your eggs, and this is how we do it fast at the restaurant. Make sure you wash your hands first. You're nice and clean. If you are concerned, wear gloves, and just pass the egg back and forth between your hands. That way you can separate the yolk from the white. This goes very fast. The recipe calls for 3 eggs. I cracked 4 because 1 broke in the bowl while I was cracking it. So just so you can see in the pot, it is just starting to come to under a boil. It's got a full scald. So now we are putting a towel around our bowl so that way it won't walk away. You can do that, or you can use a third hand if you have one lying around. Adding sugar to our yolks and whisking. Whisk, 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 whisk. Get that mixed up nice and evenly and thoroughly. You can see I have it all whisked up nice. Now you want to temper it. If you put all your hot scalding cream in at once, you will make scrambled eggs. So I like to go quarter, quarter, half when I do this kind of stuff. Right, so now that you're done mixing, you want to put it through a strainer. That way, if you have any little bits of cooked egg, you'll strain them out of the finished product. My baking teacher at school called them goldfish. Now we're going to put them into our ramekins, and here's my first F-up. The ramekins are slightly bigger than the ones we use at work, so the recipe that I used divided for 4 ramekins would have worked if I'd used those ones, but here I only get 3. Also, when you're done pouring it out, you want to take out any foam, because when that foam cooks, you're going to get this unpleasant, airy top that you want to avoid. After you rinse out your jug, put boiling hot water in it and top up your baking pan. You want the water to come up halfway up the creme brulee dishes. That way they will cook nice without giving you a hard, eggy side. Put them in your oven, and you're going to want to bake them for 45 to 60 minutes, 350 degrees, checking with a toothpick. After you let them cool off, even a couple hours to overnight, top them up with sugar, and we're going to fire them into the broiler. The reason I'm using the broiler is because not everybody has a creme brulee torch. So follow the instructions for your oven, put them in the broiler, and this is my second F-up. These dishes are slightly too tall for me to comfortably put them in the oven with the rack on the highest setting. But you can see I still got a very nice char around the edge for my creme brulee.
Alright, so after letting them cool down for a little bit out of the broiler and I can touch them, and the reason I chose to use a broiler instead of a torch is 1, I don't have a torch at home. 2, it removes a barrier of entry. Everyone has an oven, and every oven has a broiler setting. Not everybody has a torch. So could I have brought a torch from work? Yes. Could I have went out and bought a torch? Yes. Would it look a lot better if I'd used a torch? Yes. But maybe you don't have a torch. So I wanted to remove one of the barriers of entry. That way everybody can enjoy creme brulee. I still got that loud, hard crack when I smashed into it. I still have thin layer of sugar. Now, because I did do it under the broiler, the custard got a little hot. You just saw some of it pour out. Creme brulee itself is warm and not cold like you'd expect it. Yeah, so who says warm creme brulee is a bad thing? The custard didn't split or curdle. And if I put it back in the fridge for about 5 minutes, it'd be nice and cold again. So, anyways, I've been Chef James MacInnis this week, Executive Chef Casabella Restaurant here in Chatham. Thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.